Yes, children. Now again we are here to solve numerical problem of our chapter motion in a plane. Some numerical we have done in our last module, but at that time I told you we will do some more numerical work of this chapter. That is very important chapter for us. So dear children, open your NCERT textbook and see the page number 86 and read the question number 13. What is that? Then we are think then how we can solve it. So dear children, read the question. Question number 13 of NCERT textbook of page number 86. Here a man can swim with a speed of 4 km per hour in still air. Here the speed of the man given, that is 4 km per hour. How long does it take to cross a river 1 km wide? Say the river here is 1 km wide. If the river flows steadily at a speed of 3 km per hour, here this is, and he makes his strokes normal to the river current, how far down the river does he go when he reaches the other bank? Here we can say, draw the diagram here. Suppose this is our river. Initially the speed, the starting point is say O. A man is going along OA with a speed 4 km per hour. And the speed of the river, that is VR. This is the main speed, this is the river speed. Then the resultant speed here would be, that is VR. Is it clear? The distance in between O and A, the river, is 1 km. T is the time taken by the man to reach the other bank. T is the time taken by the man. T is the time taken by the man to reach other bank. It is clear? So this is the question here. So you can find out what is time. Time is equal to distance upon velocity. Distance is OA and velocity of a man, that is 1/4. That is 0.25 hour. This is 0.25 hour. And the distance is distance of AB. Here is A. This is the point A and this is the point B. It reaches here. The distance AB, that is equal to velocity of the river into time. Velocity of the river, that is given 3, and time is equal to 0.25. So here is 3 and here is 0.25. So that is 0.75. This is 0.75 km. So this is the result here. It's a very simple numerical. Write down. So we can solve it easily, dear children. Now, see another question. Now, see that question number 15. Question number 15, it is again a very important question of page number 87 of your NCERT textbook. So see and read the question. The ceiling of a long hole is 25 meter high. How to solve the numerical? What are the things given right on the left hand side? The ceiling of a long hole H divided 25 meter. What is the maximum horizontal distance that a ball thrown with a speed of 40 meter per second? 40 meter per second can go without hitting the ceiling of the hole. We have seen, dear children, the projectile motion, and in that projectile motion we find a different formula. In this question I have to use the height formula, that is u square sin square theta divided by 2g. This is the formula I have to use. It is clear? So dear children, write down here h is 25, u दिया हुआ है आपको 40 स्क्वायर, sin square theta divided by twice into 9.8. If you know the formula, then the numerical is very, very, very easy. Is it clear? Yes, sir. We can solve it. So I can solve it, dear children. Sin square theta, write down here, sin square theta, that is 490 divided by 40 का square 1600. So once you solve it, square root of it, sin theta, you will get it 0.5534. Earlier we have seen the tangent table. Similarly, you use sine table and calculate and find out the value here. That theta comes out to be 33.6 degree here. With the help of sine table, if you have any kind of problem of sine table, again you may ask. So now, dear children, you also want to find out the range, that is R. What is the maximum horizontal distance that a ball thrown with a speed of this without hitting the ceiling of the hole? So R is equal to our formula, that is u square sin 2 theta by z. This formula for this range. R comes out to be u square, put it 40 ka square, here it is 40 square, sin 2 theta 33.6 divided by g 9.8. Now again solve it. This is 1600, this is sin multiplied by 2, that is 67.2. Again use the tangent table. Ask your teacher, give me the tangent table, and see in front of 67 and 0.2 you will get it. The value of it is 1600 into 0.9219 divided by 9.8. Solve it. It is also important how much time you are taking to solve simple mathematics. That depends on your practice. That is around 150 meter. It is clear how much time taking you are here to multiply and then divide. This totally depends on your practice, dear children. So do numerical practice at home regularly. Is that clear? So this is our question number 15. Now, see question number 16 of same page number 87. Read question carefully. Again, What is that? And tell me what is given. A cricketer throws a ball to a maximum horizontal distance. Sir, it is given R of maximum, that is equal to 100 meter. How much high above the ground can the cricketer throw the same ball? What is our formula for the maximum range? R maximum. Who tells me? We have seen earlier, that is V square by G. This R is given here. V square by G. Use our third equation of motion. What is that? Who will give the answer? Sir, yes, I can give. So give me, bolo. That is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Here V is equal to 0, final velocity. Acceleration due to gravity is minus G. And R maximum दिया हुआ है. Put it here, 0 square minus U square is equal to twice A की जगह रखिए minus G and S you may calculate it here S. So what we are getting here? S comes out to be U square by 2G here. A cricketer can throw a ball to a maximum horizontal distance. How much high above the ground can the cricketer throw the same ball? Hence U is equal to V. Hence I can say here U is equal to V. So put here V square by 2G. That is V square by G, that is 100. So 100 by 2, that is 50. कितना आसान है बच्चों? Yes sir. So this is the answer. It's a very important question for your annual exam. Remember it. For your CBSE exam. Is it clear? So I can see, dear children, S is equal to V square by G. And then put value here and get the answer. Now, see next question. All are very important. So we are doing here. As you know that your teacher is also doing. So you do with your teacher and practice again and again. Question number 17. That is a stone tied to the end of a string 80 centimeter. Say string length is R. R is equal to 80 centimeter. Long is reeled in a horizontal circle with a constant speed. So that is in meter, 0.80 meter. If the stone makes 14 revolutions in 25 seconds, 14 revolution in 25 seconds. So what is the frequency, sir? I know number of revolutions per second. Yes. So 14 divided by 25. So write down here the frequency. That is 14 divided by 25 revolution per second. It is clear? So these are the things given. What is the formula of our centripetal acceleration? Sir, I know. What is that? The centripetal acceleration. The centripetal acceleration. The centripetal acceleration. That is, what is that? 4 pi square nu square into R. 4 pi square nu square into R. Centripetal acceleration omega square R. Omega is equal to 2 pi nu. का होल स्क्वायर इंटू आर, that is that. Put 4 pi square 3.14 का होल स्क्वायर इंटू न्यू 14/25 का होल स्क्वायर इंटू आर, that is 0.80. Here. Solve this. Again I am telling you how much time you are taking to solve this simple mathematics. It totally depends on your practice. Once you solve this, you will get 9.9 meter per second square. At every point, the acceleration is along the radius and towards the center. This acceleration is towards the center. It is clear? Write down. Yes, children. Now we are going to see some more numerical of this chapter. Here it totally depends on you that how much practicing you are to solve the questions. See the question number 18 of page number 87 of your NCERT textbook. That is again an important question. Read them carefully and write the things what are given here. The question is something like this. An aircraft executes an horizontal loop of radius 1 kilometer. R is equal to 1 kilometer with a steady speed of 900 km per hour. The speed of the aircraft 900 km per hour. If you want to convert into meter per second, so you have to multiply it by 5/18, sir. So you multiplied it by 5/18, then you are getting here, this is 50. So 50 into 5, that is 250 meter per second. It is clear? So write down 250 meter per second. Compare its centripetal acceleration with the acceleration due to gravity. This is our question. Compare this acceleration with the acceleration due to gravity. So dear children, it's a very simple. Centripetal acceleration, our formula is AC is equal to V square by R. What is that? 250 का whole square divided by R, 1 kilometer, that is 1000 meter. So I can write here 1000. Solve it. Once you solve it, you will get it 62.5 meter per second square. Compare this with your acceleration due to gravity, AC by G. You will get it here 62.5 divided by 9.8. Divide it. So you will get it here 62.5 divided by 9.8. This is around this one. This is a very simple one only. It's only 1 mark question, bhai. It's only 1 mark. Now, one more very important question, that is question number 20. See dear children, question number 20 of your NCERT textbook. The question number 20 of same page number, we can see here the position of a particle is given by R is equal to 3.0 T I cap minus 2.0 T square J cap plus 4.0 K cap in meter. This is our position vector. 3.0 t I cap minus 2.0 t square j cap plus 4.0 k cap in meter. Here is point. Now, where t is in second and the coefficient have the proper units, 4 are to be in meters. First, find the V and A of the particle. V and A of the particle. What we have to do? See that R is given. What is velocity? Who will tell me? The velocity is bolo, velocity is rate of change of displacement. V is equal to dr by dt. Differentiation of this. So we can write d by dt of 3t I cap minus 2t square j cap plus 4k cap. This is. Now, differentiate it. Differentiation with respect to t. What is our formula of differentiation? D by dx of x to the power n is equal to n x n minus 1. Here t की power 1. So what is that? Find out. Here t की power 1. So 1t 1 minus 1. T की power 0. I am solving like this. 3 t की power 1. Here. So what is that? Follow. Here, sir, 1 t 1 minus 1 minus 2 t की power 2. 2 t 2 minus 1. Sir, differentiation of any constant quantity is 0. Differentiation of any quantity is 0. So here we are getting 3 t की power 0 is 1 into I cap. Here is j cap. And here is 0. Here comes out to be 3t I cap. That is 3 t की power 0 is 1 minus 4 j cap. This is. What is that? Okay. So here I can say this is the value here. Now, yes. So this is the velocity here, 3 minus 4j. Is that clear? So write down. If you want to find out acceleration, that is dv by dt, again differentiate it. The differentiation of this is 0. And again here, so I can say here is 4t. T is here. So again the differentiation of this is 4j cap. So this is the acceleration here. Differentiation of t is 1. Is it clear? So how you can find out differentiation of displacement is velocity, then differentiation of velocity you are getting here acceleration. Now, second thing is what is the magnitude and direction of velocity of the particle at t is equal to 2 seconds. At t is equal to 2 seconds, see this, v comes out to be, its magnitude is, what is given? The velocity of the particle at t is equal to 2 seconds So I can say at the time t is equal to 2 seconds. V comes out to be, that is 3I minus 4 into 2J. So this is 3I minus 8J. Magnitude you want to find out. So under root of इसका square plus इसका square. 3 square plus 8 square. That is 9 plus 64. That is under root 73. This is the value here. The under root 73 is around, if you calculate it, that is 8 point something. 8.54. 8.54 meter per second. Is it clear? So this you can write here. Now another thing is the direction of velocity. That is, I can say here, if theta is the angle in between V max with the x-axis. So I can write here, children. Here I can say tangent of theta is equal to Vy by Vx. Vy by Vx. That is Vy here. This is 8J. So I can write here minus 8 divided by 3. Then this is minus of 2.667 here. This is Vy, this is Vx. Is it clear? I can write like this: V of x I cap plus V of y j cap. So here I can write here, and again use the tangent table. You will get it here. The tangent of this value is equal to 69.5. So theta is equal to here, that is 69.5 below the x-axis. 69.5 degree below the x-axis. This is the result here. See that. Now dear children, so this is the question here, how to solve it. It's also a very important question. Now, see one more question or two questions we are going to see. That is, say here question number 29. A bullet, question number 29 of this chapter. A bullet fired at an angle of 30 degree. Theta is equal to 30 degree. With the horizontal hits the ground 3 km away. R is equal to 3 km. By adjusting its angle of projection, can one hope to hit a target of 5 km? Assume the muzzle speed to be fixed and neglect air resistance. This is our question. Now, acceleration due to gravity is 9.8. See that what we have to do. See in this what we are going to do. The formula for our horizontal range, R is equal to U square sin 2 theta divided by G. This is our formula. This formula I have to use. So R comes out to be, put the value of R here, 3 km, that is 3000. U square sin 2 theta, 2 into 30. divided by 9.8 here. So we can calculate here sin 60. Who will tell me? Sin 60 is root 3 by 2, sir. So I can write 3000 into 9.8 divided by root 3 by 2 is equal to u square. So you can solve it and get it the answer. So you can get it here u square by g. इसको अभी यही रहने दीजिए g. Here it is g. So we can solve it u square by g here, and that u square by g is equal to 2 root 3. Yeah. It is in 3 kilometer. Write this 3 kilometer in this manner. Sorry for that. Not to write full. Write this u square by g is equal to 2 by 3. 2 root 3 आ गया. Since the major velocity is fixed, therefore maximum horizontal range is that is equal to 2 root 3. That is equal to 2 root 3. Write down. Again I am telling, our question is a bullet is fired at this angle. So I use this formula. Put r is equal to 3, not 3000, it is 3. U square sin 60 by g. So u square into g sin 60 is root 3 by 2. It is clear? So u square by g is equal to 2 root 3. So I can write here 3 into g divided by root 3 2. So u square by g is equal to 2 root 3 आ गया. So the bullet can not hit the target. So the bullet cannot hit the target here. Is it any doubt? Write down and see the next question. Question number, see one more question I am going to see, that is 31, last question. I am going to see question number 31. Question number 31. Page number 88. A cyclist is riding with a speed of 27 km per hour. V is equal to 27 km per hour. Convert into meter per second. 5 by 18. That comes out to be 7.5 meter per second. As he approaches a circular turn on the road of radius 80 km, R is equal to 80 km. He applies a brake and reduces his speed at the constant rate of 0.5 meter per second. 0.5 meter per second every second. It is every second. Here. What is the magnitude and direction of the net acceleration of the cyclist on this circular turn? So what we have to do? Here, dear children, it is a center O. It is moving like this. Here. This is a point A. Here is the velocity v. The centripetal acceleration is AC. Here it is our center. The tangential acceleration here is AT. Here is a point A. AC and A, the resultant would be here. This is A. It makes an angle theta. Here. Draw this diagram. The centripetal acceleration AC is equal to V square by R. Here it is V. Here it is the radius. That is V square upon R. V is 7.5 ka square divided by radius R. That is 80 meter. Solve this. When you solve this, you will get it around 0.7 meter per second square. Write down. Then let us suppose the cyclist applies a brake at the point A of the circular turn, then the retardation produced due to the brakes AT will act opposite to that of velocity. Here the tangential acceleration is act because he is applying a brake here. So retardation produced due to the brakes, AT would be AT. Here the AT would be 0.5 meter per second every second. So that is 0.5 meter per second square. This is given. So the total acceleration is given by. So the total acceleration is given by. This is given. This we have calculated. So total acceleration A is equal to under root of AC square plus AT square with the Pythagoras theorem. So you can write here 0.7 ka whole square plus minus of 0.5 ka whole square under root of 0.74. So you solve it 0.86 meter per second square. This is the magnitude. And if you want to find out the direction, that is tangent of theta is equal to AC by AT. AC is 0.7 divided by 0.5. That is of around 1.4. You can see the tangent table and find out the value of theta. And that theta comes out to be 54 degree 27 minutes with the help of tangent table. Is it clear? So dear children, this is all about this chapter. We solved a lot of numerical. Practice it again and again at your home. Okay.